I did a lot this summer. New York City, the beach, a family reunion. I met a YouTube friend in person, someone I knew a long time. All of these things in this vlog. First, we went to New York City. We started by walking across the Brooklyn Bridge with my sister and daughter. It was the first time I had ever walked across the Brooklyn Bridge. It was a beautiful day and it was so lovely and nice and great scenery. After we walked across the bridge, we got pizza at the famous pizza place and sat and watched boats. The very same night that we walked the Brooklyn Bridge, we saw The Great Gatsby. My sister and daughter sat in a different place, and I sat with my cousin who met us there. It was a beautiful, wonderful play, definitely one of the top. The next day, my daughter and I ventured to the city all by ourselves to see Alicia Keys' Broadway play, Hell's Kitchen. It's all about her life and a coming-of-age story. It was good. I recommend it. Not even a week after we got back from New York City, we met some cousins in DC at Hillwood Estate, which is the estate of Marjorie Merriweather Post. She was super rich and a socialite, and she had all kinds of art and paintings. This is her dining room, which she would have a lot of parties and invite people over. I would have loved to have been invited. This is the stairway. They give a tour and they tell you about each piece that she owned. It was very interesting. I couldn't relate to the massive amount of wealth, but one can dream, right? This is my daughter and I standing in front of one of the buildings, and there were many, many, many gardens. She loved to garden. The very next day, we had a family reunion. And the reason this reunion started is because it was two people's birthdays. We got all kinds of pictures, and people came from as far as Wisconsin.
She's always been a very special person to all of us.
The two birthday women said very nice things about each other. One of the birthday ladies got her dance aerobics instructor to come and teach all of us a bunch of dances. It was so much fun. To the beach, which was so much fun with my immediate family and my parents. I don't have much pictures of my parents because they just stayed home a lot. Yes, that pizza box really is that big. Just so you didn't think everything was perfect, because it wasn't when we went to the beach. My immediate family, we were all sick. Now, not the kind of sick where you're laid up and just can't do anything, but the kind of sick where you're coughing and stuffy nose, but you can still function. And yes, we got tested for COVID, flu, strep and all that, and everything came up negative. So, I mean, we felt that we were well enough to go to the beach with just this annoying cough. Well, my dad ended up getting very sick and even ended up in the hospital. I don't want to go into too many details because I didn't ask permission, but just so you know, the whole week wasn't perfect. I'm going to go see the Leslie Robb comedy show tonight. She's a part of Board Teachers, but this is not a Board Teachers event. It's at a local church. I'm going with my friend Beth. You didn't have to get assigned seats, so I assume it's first come, first serve, so we're going to try to get there early. I can't wait. I hope I get to meet Leslie. I will let you know. Okay, so I did get to meet Leslie. We were one of the first ones there, and she came up and hugged us as if she knew us forever. It wasn't a big, huge event like it was for board teachers. I've been to the board teachers comedy show, and it's usually at a huge facility and it's a really big thing. This was a small, tiny thing. I'm talking not just at a church, not at a mega church, at a very small church. And I found out that this was not a teacher event. I found this as a Facebook ad. So I thought it was just Leslie Robb comedy, basically like board teachers, but kind of on her own. Well, it ended up being a Christian thing, which is fine. I'm of the Christian faith. However, the friend I went with, she's Jewish. So I think she felt a little odd, but she made the best of it and have fun, but she's that type of person. Here I am. I'm about to do a major change to my hair. I'm about to get it lighter. I just want to change, no other reason. We were at a family reunion recently and people were saying, oh, you look the same. And they were looking at pictures of me when I was 10. So I'm getting a complete change. Anyways, wish me luck and I will look different next time you see. So here's the finished product. It looks like red highlights. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, but it's not as drastic as I thought it would be. It is just highlights, but here is my new lighter hair, but you can still see the dark a little bit underneath. One highlight of the summer is that I got to meet my friend Cindy.
You're real. You look the same. You look the same as you on YouTube. Look at you. You have a. You must be recording.
I told it. Like we're YouTubers.
I had my phone, but I was like, oh.
Cindy Bennett, my YouTube friend, we've done a lot of collaborations together. Cindy was traveling to see some of her children who live in Georgia. She lives in New Hampshire. So she was driving through Virginia and they stayed with her sister-in-law, her husband's sister. And so they were staying there and I live in Virginia. Now this place was 2.5 hours away from where I live, but it was worth it to drive there and see Cindy. So I decided to drive there on a Saturday morning. My husband decided last minute to come with me. He's like, hey, I want to come with you. And I'm like, okay, come. He ended up getting along really well with Cindy's husband. They had a lot in common and had a lot to talk about. It really worked. We all had a great conversation. It was so good to finally meet her in person. I feel like I know her really well already. Overall, it was a great summer. We did a lot of fun things like you could see in my vlog. If you're curious, watch my summer vlog from last year.